Okay, so I am back doing Warrior Blade again. Basically, I'm redoing the stream because I had audio issues. I didn't realize that you couldn't hear me um, over the game. Really, like the game was super loud. I don't know what happened. Usually, my settings are pretty static and they don't move. But somehow my mic volume got turned down, so I decided just to delete that one and I would just do it again. Like, why not? Um, so, anyway, we'll basically be doing the same thing. I might not do Thunder Fox this time, so it'll probably just be Warrior Blade, Crime City, and then we'll give Dino Rex another shot because it's such a terrible game. Um, I might actually try to beat it this time, though. We'll see what happens. Um, but anyway, yeah, let's start with Warrior Blade. So, that's weird that I can't. Oh, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to give myself more credits. All right. So yeah, so Warrior Blade, like I already talked about on the last time we did this. The reason that it's stretched like this is because it was dual monitors, which is pretty cool. I think the other Taito game that did the same thing was the Ninja Warriors. They did the whole dual monitor thing, so that's why it's stretched like this. It's kind of cool that they were even able to port these. Oh, and you know what? The last time that I streamed this, I actually was curious whether or not if you do different paths, if it's sort of like if you see different things. So I guess we'll test that theory now because I wasn't really sure about that. But yeah, that's something else that's cool about this game is you have the 4 different paths and you can do them in any order that you want. Yeah, this is the third Rastan game. Doesn't get talked about as much, I feel like, as the other two. It's pretty different though, to be fair. More of a beat 'em up than the other two. The other two were more like kind of like almost like a Ghouls and Ghost-ish, like side-scrolling games. Whereas this is more of a proper beat 'em up. More Golden Axe, I guess. There we go. I didn't use him last time. When I did the stream last time, I didn't really get to use my wizard dude. It's like you have to attack him, and then he does the magic. Yeah, this game's pretty rad. I like it. The other great thing is all the fucking cool metal bosses. Metal album cover bosses. What's up, Roy? Roy said, hold up, Gramps attacks. Yeah, I forgot when we did this last time that in order to use the wizard guy, you have to actually like attack him and then he does his magic spell. It's kind of weird, but that's how it works. So this will actually probably be a little bit of a more complete stream of this game this time. Meaning that I'll actually play it correctly. Man, so I had to get on Facebook today, which for me, like the way Facebook works, it's like, because I don't use it, so it's like I'll use it once every, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years. And it's usually just because like I need to use the messenger for something, but like I'm just like not on there. Every now and then I'll hop on and just like shit post something, and then I won't log on again for like a year. I do that sometimes, but anyway, yeah, I had to log on to message this dude about some photograph prints I'm looking at getting, but holy shit, it looks different. It's like not even like I couldn't figure out how to do fucking anything. It's so confusing. Like, I feel like most of these other like, I don't know, like Twitter for the most part, even though like now it's X, it's pretty much the same thing. Like it doesn't really, it's not like it's that different than it was at the beginning, when it was Twitter. But it's like, I feel like Facebook, like they just never, like every couple of years, 2-3 years or whatever, I log on and it's like every time it's like completely fucking different. It just, they don't know how to leave it alone, I guess. And it's funny because like I never really liked the way it worked to begin with, like even back in the day when it was more popular, but like now it's like, other than the fact that I guess it's in, actually I don't even know if it's in dark mode. It might just be that my Google Chrome is in dark mode. I was gonna say it's dark mode, but that's probably why. But man, it's horrible. What's up, J-Chan? Sunday Night Dan, yeah. I'm assuming my audio sounds better this time. The game and the voice is balanced, correct? Or at the very least that I'm louder. I checked it like 4 times. I even turned the game down like a tiny bit. Just an ass hair. J-Chan says it sounds fine. Hell yeah. All right, let's go. Let's do Palace next. Whee! But yeah, I'm talking to this photographer about getting some Marilyn Manson prints from like, it's the dude that did oh shit, he did a bunch of photography for like the Sweet Dreams video and like all the album art and like promo photos for Antichrist Superstar, which like those are kind of like some of the most like iconic images of Marilyn Manson or from both of those periods, like 95, 96. But it's cool because it's like alternate takes of, or alternate, you know, photos of like some of the kind of iconic Marilyn Manson shots. So trying to figure out how much it's actually going to be though. I'm not really like a rock memorabilia guy, like, which you would think I might be just because like I'm in a band or whatever and like I'm a musician, but I actually don't really, I've never been into like collecting rock memorabilia aside from like, you know, like I have like posters and flyers and stuff, but like, you know, they're just from back in the day, like either shows I played or like going to concerts or whatever. But the Marilyn Manson stuff, like, I would actually like to have some of that memorabilia, just because, like, it had such an impact on me as a teenager, particularly like that Antichrist Superstar era. Roy said like variant covers on comics. Yeah, kind of. Like there's one photograph in particular. It's basically the flip side of the the album cover of Antichrist Superstar, because like I don't know if you're familiar with the cover, but like it's like there's like the slip cover, right? So like on the front it's Marilyn Manson, and he looks all like fucking pale, and like he's got like these like weird like wings behind, like bug wings or something behind him, kind of, I don't know, it's like creepy looking. And then on the flip side, he's like wearing a suit. I think he's got like a red shirt or whatever. He's got like a suit and tie on. But anyway, the suit and tie shot, one of the prints that I'm looking at is it's an alternate shot of that. Like he's making a different face than he's making on the actual album cover. And then obviously there's no like text or anything. So like that's one, and then another one is from the Sweet Dreams video shoot, and he's wearing just a tutu and like no shirt, and he's got like heavy eye makeup on, but then it looks like they did like this thing where it makes it look like his mouth is sewn shut, kind of like in the Matrix, you know, when Neo, like his mouth closes but it's like just flesh, but he can't open his mouth. It's kind of like that, but it's Marilyn Manson. It looks super cool. Basically it's all the like creepy ones. Like there's a bunch of like really cool like creepy photos of him. And it was funny that I was just talking to this guy and like looking at those, because then I saw something where somebody posted I guess like Behemoth, the band, the black metal band or death metal, whatever. I don't even know what kind of metal they are. Metal band. I guess you could argue what type of metal they are, but they put out these shirts that they're like making fun of the Christ is King thing. So it says Christ is cringe, but it's like actually their fucking shirt is cringe. Is the irony of it. They've made a shirt that said Christ is cringe, but it's like your shirt is fucking cringe. Like it's total like Reddit tier, like, you know, it's something that like a 13-year-old would think is edgy. You know what I mean? It's like, god damn, like how fucking corny can you get? But I posted about it on X, and I was like, you know, this is exactly why nobody's ever gonna top Marilyn Manson at his height in the 90s. Like, god, it's just so like corny, man. Like these bands nowadays, like when they try to be like fucking edgy, it's like, it's just ugh. I can't stand it. I think the difference is that, like, you know, Marilyn Manson was, well, I say was, he is still, but like, you know, he's a genuine like artist, you know what I mean? He's not just like, you know, some dude in a band. Like the guy's an actual artist, and I guess that's the big difference. Oh shit. Come on, wizard guy, do your shit. But yeah, I remember a lot of that stuff from the Antichrist Superstar era was like pretty genuinely creepy. Like I remember the Beautiful People video. The first time I saw the video for the Beautiful People, I saw it in the best possible way, because it wasn't like I saw like, you know, the premiere of it or anything like that. I literally caught you know, it was probably like the week that it came out or something, but I caught that video really late at night. Like I might have even been out or something, or I don't know, and you know, got home and just turned on its MTV, whatever, and they were just playing music videos, and I saw it really late at night, and it gave me the heebie-jeebies, like straight up like a horror movie would. It creeped me out. And then I was also like super pumped for Manson's new album and everything. I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Watch that video again. Like, just go YouTube it and watch the Beautiful People video. Like, it's super creepy. It's directed really well too. Like that whole thing where like they're on the stilts It's like Manson, and I don't know who the other. It might be Twiggy. I'm not sure, but they've got like these bald caps on, and they're in these really long dresses, and they're on stilts, so it makes them look like they're super tall. And there's this shot where they're like coming through this archway, um, and it's just, I don't know, like that. It's just, and it's all in black and white, and it's really creepy. It always stuck with me. And like, I just feel like there hasn't been a band since that's like been able to kind of like pull something like that off. I mean, he didn't even really, wasn't even able to pull it off after that. Like, everything they did for the Antichrist Superstar tour and the promotion and everything for that record, was super creepy and very horror movie and cool. And then he did Mechanical Animals, which was more of that like David Bowie kind of, you know, vibe, which was decidedly like not scary. And then he kind of tried to return to it with Hollywood, and it was cool. Like, I liked it. It was definitely cool, but it wasn't as, it just never had that same like sense of like scariness that the Antichrist Superstar era did. And anybody that's tried since, it's never worked. Even like, I know people will bring up like Ghost and stuff, but it's like, I don't know, that shit's not scary at all. It's just kind of silly. There's definitely room for it though, if somebody wanted to like try and do it again, like, because it's something that's missing, I think, in rock music. But the key is that like you have to actually have good music too. I think that's the other difficult part for some of these people. It just ran away from me. Speaking of metal, fucking metal album cover right here. Shit. Oh yeah, I forgot. I should probably use Dewey the Ninja at some point, just to switch it up. I have a moment, if you go back and you listen to all my records, there's a moment on every single record, even the most recent one, where I do the Marilyn Manson thing. Which is basically just talking in a really low voice. Like spoken word Marilyn Manson kind of thing. I've done it on every single record. I somehow even, like, surprisingly, like I said, I managed to do it on the most recent one, the Postmodern Bore, which is like just a total like Nirvana grunge record, but like I still managed to do the Marilyn Manson speaking in a low voice creepy thing on one of the songs. I can't help it. It's just, it's really fun to do in the studio. I think is why I always end up doing it. I always kind of wanted to do like an industrial metal kind of project, which is kind of like there's my side project Doomed Operator, which that's what the black metal album is going to be under, but there's an EP that's out right now that's the Doomed Operator EP, and that's kind of like got that bit of a vibe, but it's like, it's more like, it's closer to like Nine Inch Nails, I guess, than like Marilyn Manson. But it's also very experimental. It was just kind of like a weird, like most side projects, it was just a vehicle for me to just do weird stuff that's not commercial at all. Which is why that's where my shoegaze 80s goth black metal record's gonna go. Which I'm looking at wrapping that up this week, so just gotta get it, after that I just gotta get it mixed and mastered and everything. That shit's gonna be fucking crazy. Alright, final stage. Let's see if I can make every jump this time and not hurt my horse. Made it. Alright. Fuck out of here. Get wrecked, you Robin Hood bitches. Whee! Alright, I made every one. Maybe there's one more. Hell yeah, brother! Was there more? I remember this being shorter last time. I guess that's it, okay. The Enchanted Castle of... I didn't catch it. Something or other. Some enchanted castle. These fucking weird dudes with the flat heads. Ah! I got choked out. This music is so jamming. I'm about to die. We might be able to try Dewey the Ninja. Alright, let's see. There we go. Dewey. Let's do it. Let's do it, Dewey. Oh shit. A lot of fucking enemies right now. That was like the first instance of like, I felt there was a little bit of slowdown for a second. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's more enemies this playthrough for some reason. Maybe I'm imagining it. Ah, get wrecked. I feel like I'm definitely running out of time though to do some of the musical things I want to do, because I was just thinking about it, like, because I was like, oh yeah, I've always wanted to kind of do like a industrial thing, like industrial metal, Marilyn Manson kind of thing, and it's like, I'm fucking 43. I'm running out of time. I better get to it with some of these things. I definitely don't want to be the old guy that's overstayed his rock and roll welcome. Although I feel with the kind of stuff that I'm doing, I'm probably good for another like at least 4 or 5 years to keep doing it. I think as long as I'm in my 40s, it feels okay. But like once I hit 50, it's like It might be time to just keep that to myself. Although my wife has pointed out that I could probably, if I really wanted to, and she's probably right, is I could probably transition into just um, like pack up the band and just do stuff under my own name, because I do a lot of like singer songwriter, like, you know, pretty type acoustic whatever type shit, you know. So it's like I can do that probably, or like, you know, start messing around. That's another thing that I've always wanted to do, is like, you know, start messing around with like Americana and like country kind of stuff. So like I could definitely be doing that in my 50s and it wouldn't be as, you know, whatever. I think the secret as a musician to like longevity is like is aging into it correctly, you know what I mean? Like you look at you know, like bands like, there's bands like Soundgarden, who, like, I know like Chris Cornell's dead, but like he was, you know, in his early 50s, I guess, when he killed himself. But you know, they were pulling it off. And I think Kim Thayil was even older. I think that dude was like in his like mid 50s at that point. But whatever, they were kind of older dudes. But they pulled it off because the style of music that Soundgarden was, it just kind of worked, even though like they were in their 50s. But then you look at like bands like Green Day. Like if I ever see Green Day live, like a clip or something, and it's now, it's like, oh man, like you guys need to fucking pack it up. It's just it looks weird when you're that old and you're playing like, do you have the time to listen to me whine? It's like, no, I don't, dude. I don't want to fucking listen to a 50-year-old sing that shit. It's weird. It's weird, and it makes me feel old. This fucking fake British accent from the fucking Bay Area and shit. The fuck out of here. Fucking, what's his name? Billy Joe? Ugh. Don't want to be that guy. So I definitely I want to age into my my music a little better than that. But you know, we'll see. Somehow the grunge guys, like, they seem to be pulling it off okay. Like, and it's funny because like most of them are dead. But you know, Soundgarden pulled it off. Alice in Chains are still managing to pull it off, and it doesn't seem weird. Pearl Jam, like, it's fine. Like, the fact that they're older doesn't actually really matter. It doesn't really affect the music somehow. The Smashing Pumpkins, oddly, Billy Corgan has been able to keep that going, even though like the lineup is slightly different. But that seems to be working in a weird way, like kind of like almost like a, I don't even know what to compare it to, but maybe kind of like the way that Rush worked even when they got older. Maybe that's kind of how the Pumpkins are still pulling it off. Trent Reznor was even pulling it off when Nine Inch Nails were playing still, and he was, you know, getting older. It still kind of worked. So there's some people that can pull it off. All right, we fucking did it. DANIEL. End. I did not beat my own high score. Oh well. All right. So we beat that one. And that is Warrior Blade.